What's up, guys? It's your boy Patt Johnny Bravo on the other end over there. Coming back at you with the next episode of Hold Down Cigar Lounge. This time, we're visiting our good friend Woot, right here in the middle. Gracious enough to let us come out to his abode and hang out with him for a little cigar, a little chill, a little drink, a little talk time. Last time we spit you out an episode right before Veterans Day. I think I actually put it out right after Veterans Day. So we're going to kind of talk about that leading into Thanksgiving coming up and kind of just hang out for a little bit. We've been paying attention to the last episodes. This is the buddy that I keep referencing that we know we're going to come hang out with. We just had to get schedules lined up. It's like we're adults and have jobs and stuff.
Yeah. I hate adulting.
Adulting sucks.
Yeah, it does. I want to be a goat. Eat everything and hit the people I hate.
That's about as close as I got to a goat sound. But first things first. So I told Johnny Bravo over there that when I knew we were coming to you, I knew for a fact what we were smoking.
Oh yeah,
because known you for a few years now, and this is your number one every single time.
Dude, love it.
So what we smoking?
Fat Bottom Betties.
Fat Bottom Betties.
That is it, brother. That is like angels crap in your mouth. That is the best thing in the world. It's awesome.
I'm just gonna take your word on that.
It's awesome. I was young and needed the money.
Hey, I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Don't judge me.
So no judgment here. So got our little friend Kip over there. If you wanna, she's gonna try to show this to you on camera since we're showing this amazing bar that Woot has thrown together. So we're a little far away. Hopefully you can see that. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Thank you, Kip. So we're gonna light these puppies up and
Here's your one, Mr. Pat.
but yeah, a little kudos to Woot over here. This is we came out here because he's got a pretty badass little place out here. Built most of this, found most of this, put it together. He's the construction handyman that I am definitely not. I'm not even going to pretend that I am. As always, get a good little torch on here. Light her up.
Oh, wow. Those are very good.
It's sweet, man.
Wow.
This is the best cigar, hands down.
Wow.
I love this.
That's very good.
That's an amazing first impression. Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, these suckers here are awesome. On vacation, my wife, she'll even take a pull off of one every once in a while.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Oh.
She lives in the hot tub up in the Smoky Mountains 99% of the time.
Heck yeah.
There. So, I'll go out there, she'll get her bottle of wine, or, they've got wineries everywhere out there, like on every corner. She'll get 4 or 5 bottles of wine, not in one night. She's not like, total stone drunk being married with me. But, I will drive someone to drink.
I'd say maybe she needs 4 or 5 bottles of wine a night, would you?
That's why I'm on medication from the VA. I've seen trauma. I've been married several times. But
Back to life. I'm sorry, continue.
But no, man, she'll get out there, man. I'll be smoking one. She's like, God, that smells good. God, that smells good. I'm like, hell yeah, it does. Hell yeah. She'll take a pull. She goes, the first time she ever did it, she goes, my God, that is so sweet. I was like, this thing here is the most incredible cigar I've ever smoked in my life. I've smoked a lot, but these are awesome.
Normally you get especially you have like a darker Maduro type wrapper or something. It's got that bitter, that boldness to it, which this still has. But you've got that good sweet bite.
It's like an undertone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bitter is under, but you get the sweet.
Sweet's right there in your face.
Yeah, it stays on your lips. It's awesome.
So
tastes like candy.
It does.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like
a candy cigar.
It's like a vape for grown men. It's like,
Yeah.
Plus Johnny.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Still got to look at your ID. You've got alcohol and cigars, and I want to make sure I'm not going to jail.
He's only 12. Don't worry about it. He's legal.
I'm going to jail.
Dyslexic.
Tripping into the delinquency of a minor. It's going to happen.
That's another Thursday.
Yeah.
Ignore half of what we say. Promise it's not real. Officially.
The judge told me not to say anything.
Following orders. So, were you able to find this on Cigars International?
I was. Yeah. So it says, Fat Bottom Betty, you make the cigar world go round. The author, he says, I'm not sure if we're talking about an awesome Saturday night or one of the most popular releases from Drew Estate, but either way, I'm in. Drew Estate has been at the top of the cigar game for years now, and with the Deadwood tobacco line of cigars, the success continues. Originally dubbed the Three Yummy Bitches, the series of cigar has recently been released to the masses, and we couldn't be happier. The name is crazy, the packaging is bizarre, the sizes are, well, less than traditional, but if you know Drew Estate, you're already well aware that these are on the must-try list. With a Maduro wrapper that's exotic and aromatic, these cigars deliver wave after wave of delicious Drew Estate flavor. Even though they are not infused, Fat Bottom Betty cigars are a part of Drew Estate's Deadwood tobacco line, which is an aromatic line of cigars that offer up an intense flavor profile that is naturally sweet and very easy on the nose. After the success of Liga Privada, Undercrown, Acid, Natural, and many more cigars, would you really doubt that these sticks are anything less than stellar? So he hit the note on talking about how it's sweet.
They've got other ones in that same line. Like one of them's Sweet Jane.
Yeah.
It's not quite as sweet, but it's this one here is the sweetest that they have. I've tried the Sweet Jane. It's pretty good. I don't know. I always go back to this.
Ignore me because I got to fix something. I noticed, you can hear me off camera for a minute. I actually didn't realize that it was made by Drew Estate. And anybody that's an avid cigar smoker knows Drew Estate's good stuff. I must have bumped that when I hit the record, so, you know. Can't be perfect all the time.
There you go.
Only one day a week, and that's not this week.
Yeah, especially considering we usually smoke on a darker level cigar.
We do.
And this is the very opposite end of it.
So, people that have watched the show know I am a dark horse.
Yep.
You're a mild horse-ish.
I'm sweet.
You're sweet.
Sweet.
We got all three
So,
flavors.
we got all three flavors. So, this is kind of cool because we want to try to get Woot into some other shows. So, kind of see as our schedules align. Because you get different palates, you get different flavors.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Mild down there, what's your, other than the sweet, because I think we can all agree on that one.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the flavor of the draw, how does it like your palate?
I mean, it's very nice. It tastes very good. And like I said, it tastes like candy. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
So, like, I obviously taste that on your lips. You're right, it lingers on your lips, man.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel that Maduro in there, but it's not your overwhelming bitter Maduro. You know, like the ones we had, was it last show we had the AAAs?
Yeah.
Super dark cigars. Yeah. I love them. But those are bitter. They're at the top of my darkness level. Like, that's the max. They're good. This isn't that bitter. This is just good flavor. It's got a clean draw to it. You don't have to.
The Black Ops was kind of bitter to me. I liked it, but it was kind of a bitter, a stronger cigar.
That's the very first one we did when we restarted this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well,
I figured it was a good place to start.
Well, I got a box of them from you, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Met you over there in Shreveport, I think it was.
Yeah, remember that.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
So yeah, good stuff. I like it. I've had these, but it's been a hot minute, so I actually kind of forgot how they tasted, how the draw was.
They're awesome. They are
I like
awesome.
it. So, a lot of times except for last time, because we filmed outside and it was god-awful cold, so we didn't drink anything. I think I had coffee outside because we were trying to get through it.
Hope it's Black Rifle, if not, you're a communist.
Oh, Black Rifle's in the house, man.
There you go.
Absolutely. Not sponsored, we just love it.
No, if you don't drink it, you hate your country.
Facts.
There you go.
I like that.
There you go.
New motto.
There you go.
I like that.
If you don't drink it, you hate your country. Support vets, support your country. America. There you go.
Marco. Can't tell we're from the South. Anyway. So, we tend to drink a bourbon or a scotch, and although I don't, sponsor or persuade anybody, cigars and drinks go hand in hand. So, you can see this lovely layout we got. Woot laid out for us, and Kip over there set up for us. Nice and lovely. So, what we drinking today? What are we going to be sipping on?
All right, we got, on our first flight, okay, we got hard lemonade. I know it's a summer thing. Kip did it, okay? She picked it. Not me. You got your hard lemonade, you got your amber lager, you got your turbo dog, and your purple haze. Not sponsored, not get anybody, but this is Abita beer, made in Louisiana. Support Louisiana business. So, that's what we're gonna do. So.
Figure can't always just do cigar tasting. You might as well have a little fun with it.
No, dude, alcohol, cigars, and testosterone. I mean,
That's what America runs on.
that's it, man. Me myself, I live on nicotine and hate. I mean, that's me.
So I appreciate the unplanned irony in the testosterone, because one of the cigar lounge talks that I watch is Cigar Titans, and their show like 2 days ago, and they don't know me, they have no idea I'm saying this, but 2 days ago they were talking about testosterone therapy.
Oh,
Because you're coming up for Thanksgiving, you tear your body up, so you might as well do something right about it. But you need your testosterone, man. And I'm not talking about the therapy. I just think it's ironic that we just throw it out there.
America lacks
Cigars and testosterone.
Jesus Christ. There is such an emasculation of the American male under the age of 25 right now. Sweet mother of God. Yeah, I'm getting started.
I'm about to say, there's so many things I could say. I probably shouldn't.
I'm going to say it. I don't care. It's my show. I don't care.
This is why we're friends.
That's right. I don't care.
My filter and his lack of any type of filter balances out pretty well at the end of the day.
I hate people all equally. It doesn't really matter to me. I really don't care. Society has let me down numerous times. And they're continuing to do it to this day. It's the Democrat Party. I don't care. I mean, millennials? Yeah, okay. Whatever. 60, 70 years ago, you had men lying about their age to go storm the beaches of Normandy. Now they're 23 years old and need a safe space to go crying because somebody called them a tit. I hear that crap.
Sad but true. Most hospitals are now putting serenity rooms in for their staff.
I got something for serenity.
It's a good thing to a point.
God awful.
I'm not gonna completely disown the idea, but I'll leave that to your thoughts.
Thinking on too much. Torch the damn room.
So any preference which one of these
I don't know.
takes first? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Have you ever had it?
We do have. No, I have not. I have
You
not
haven't had any of these?
I have no. I have not
So this is new experience for all of us.
There is one she didn't load up. It's called the Gate or something. I don't know. But there's and a strawberry, which is kind of a summer thing too. But now we got some cheese and stuff. We got our little diagram because I'm a dumbass redneck. I don't know what goes with what, but it'll kind of tell you what pairs with what. So I'm going to start out with a hard lemonade.
That's what I picked up. That is
really pretty good.
It's good.
I've never had it.
I've had some common hard lemonades. This is super smooth still.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That really tastes like lemonade.
It does. I thought you'd get that weird little vodka-ish bite you get sometimes.
Kind of shocking, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a plot to get somebody in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, because you're not going to realize you're getting toasty with this one.
Mm-mm. In 1 6-pack of this, there's probably 2 divorces and 3 babies. I mean,
at the minimum.
So full disclosure, if any time in this video our audio gets censored out, just leave some comments and then we had a great show.
We're going to have to put a disclaimer.
Oh, God, I love it.
Hey, America, okay? Don't like me, don't watch me.
Facts.
Hey, I'm an old grunt. That's what I do. I mean, I tell the truth.
So in 3-6 months from now, when we go back and look at our views, this one's either going to have the most or the least. We're going to see
might not be there. I don't know yet.
Or it might just not even be there.
You'll get blocked forever. You're losing everything on me.
So when this channel no longer exists, did it?
Was that my bad?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's actually really good and smooth. So we'll keep sipping on these as we go. Because this is a problem. Like, I want to try these, but I have to stop smoking long enough to try it. And this sucker is good.
It really is.
I know we're really not talking about anything yet, and that's okay. We're just kind of hanging out and chilling. Dang, this is good. I'm sorry y'all watching. That's repetitive because it's really good.
It's really good. I'm telling you, this right here. Oh, I love these when I'm up at my homestead, and after a hunt at night, I'm sitting back by the campfire. Me and Kip are chilling, and I'm just. There's nothing around my homestead. It's like secluded. It's 100 acres in the middle of about 150,000 acres of timberland.
Right.
So there's no ambient light from the towns. There's nothing like that. You could sit there and count 15, 20 shooting stars. It was like it was in the desert. In the desert is the blackest you'll ever see, but you see forever. So you see shooting stars all the time. And in the city, you don't ever get to see them because of all the ambient light. But up there, I kick back in my rocking chair by the fire. I got one of these. Bruh, life is good at that point. It's good. I don't care if the world burns down at that point. I mean, it's just
you're in a good, safe, happy, comforting place.
Oh, yeah. That's my fortress of solitude. That's my Superman hideout. That and my guard donkey and
right?
Things like that. I gotta have my.
And we're not worried about you finding him because this place has no address. It's got GPS coordinates to get to it. So I mean, he's done it. He's done it right. It is out to his own devices.
Completely off grid. Everything's solar. Solar wells, solar lights, solar TV. Everything there. Fruit trees, you name it, cattle, livestock. It's if I get a bug out, I'm done. We've already got a plan. I mean, me and Kip did a little drill a couple weeks ago. We bugged out in less than 5 minutes, me and her.
I think at this point, the zombie apocalypse needs to have a plan for Woot.
That's right, man. I go to bed every night praying to God it happens. I really do. I mean, when COVID hit, everybody's freaking out. I'm like, shit, I've been playing every this shit my whole life. I was happy about it.
So, we put a piece of tent on the back and then on the roof.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, shoot you. And I won't say specifics, but, they don't know. He knows. But, I met you doing some security jobs, and I kid you not, in the early days before the rest of us kind of had our stuff together, our bug out plan, if shit hit the fan, was get to Woot's truck. Because it didn't matter what we needed, low scale, high scale, we had it in one vehicle. I mean, we all still had our other options too. And I'm being vague for internet purposes here, but if we needed it, the plan was literally protect person A, get to Woot's truck.
I mean,
we were covered.
Yeah, my truck normally the zombie apocalypse truck, what we called it. So Duramax, dually 4-wheel drive, 6-inch lift. Normally, any given day, I have around 100,000 rounds of ammo in it. 2 AR-15s, 3 Glocks, a Kel-Tec that you can pop the magazines out of a Glock, pop it back in it, and you got a long gun.
I have one of those. I love that.
Oh, it's great. That's the greatest thing. It's over plumbing. I love it.
Absolutely.
I've got, of course, 22. You always need a 22. Mine just so happens to have a bull barrel and a sniper set up on it.
I mean, some squirrels are nasty, right?
Hey, they're commie squirrels. they're Democrat squirrels. They get taken out. So, they vote Democrat, they go down. But, hey, dead people are voting. I'm sure the squirrels do too for these bastards.
No, you have a point.
I mean, hell.
It doesn't even matter where you land on things. That's unfortunately true.
Right. I mean, censor it. It's the truth. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I mean, and we always had medical bags or have medical bags, bug out bags with clothes, survival gear, at least a minimum of 7 days of food. Yeah. And in every vehicle we own, it's like that. Not just the zombie apocalypse truck, but every vehicle. My pawpaw truck, it's, I wanted something just to tool around in, bid jobs and stuff, so I got my pawpaw truck. But, it's all suited up, man. I mean, and people say, oh, well, you're crazy, you're this, you're that.
I'm prepared.
Well, I mean,
prepared, exactly.
I might be, but to me, and honest to God, on a different note, doing stuff like that, like packing up and organizing all that stuff, it helps me with my PTSD. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really does. It calms me down. Kip helps me a lot with it. She's like me. She's OCD. She likes everything organized really well. And it's great to do that. Get clear totes where you see things in them. You don't have to rummage through things. It really does. It helps me. And I was a prepper before there were preppers. I mean, it was, because I know what it's like to be cold, wet, hungry, tired, and abandoned by your country. It sucks. So I always said I'm not going to do that again. Mm-hmm. And it just, I don't know, it's peace of mind in the back of mind. Well, like for instance, when COVID happened, I talked about that. When COVID happened, people were buying shit up left and right. And my wife come in and I was on a job site. I'm a contractor now, is what I do on a construction company. And my wife told me, she said, well, the kids are out of school. I'm like, why? My first thought was, what did Kipper do? That's what the hell happened? I'm like, oh, great. She was, no, COVID. I said, what the hell is COVID? I don't know what a COVID is. I stopped watching the news, when Obama was in office because my blood pressure was about to kill me. So I was like, screw it, I ain't doing it no more. I was, fuck that. And my shrink told me stop, so I did. But anyways, VA takes care of me. They know.
They do.
But But, you know, and she told me, I was like, okay, whatever. Well, I come home, and there's shit all over the news, and people were, like, going crazy at Walmart and the Piggly Wiggly and all that good stuff. And she's like,
toilet paper
oh, yeah. She's like, what do you do? I'm like, fuck it, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I've had this shit planned for years.
Yeah.
I mean, honest to God, I enjoyed it. I had a great vacation. I loved it. It was great. I mean, yeah, we got sicker and shit. We all got COVID twice. So what? I mean, you know, all right, you feel like shit, you get up, you keep going to work. I mean, you know.
It's like the flu.
Yeah, it's like the flu.
Super flu.
Yeah.
What's COVID? Here's a dose.
Well, you know, I mean, hell, the test they use can't determine between the flu and COVID. That's why we had zero recorded cases of
That's why
COVID.
the flu just disappeared because the
Yeah.
markers.
Oh, yeah.
are so
Yeah,
similar.
sorry.
Nobody had flu last year.
Yeah, nobody had flu. Everybody had, you know, you die in a car wreck. Oh, it's COVID. You fucking killed me. You know, I mean, give me a break. Yeah, he was coughing with COVID and wrecked in a telephone pole. Dumbass. You know,
Yeah.
rap.
They finally stopped doing that, but it was all an insurance game. And I won't get on that because we'll go on a 2-hour pet peeve, but
I don't.
it's a mess.
Nick, last time my mom, if we ever run out of toilet paper, stop sign, get a little my butt with it. It was good.
Way nature.
If everybody thought that way.
The midget warrior speaks.
Midget warrior speaks.
That's right. This one.
She might be silent, but she knows her stuff.
It was so stupid. It was so
Somewhat silent.
stupid with the. Oh yeah. It was so stupid back then. She got banned from school a total of 90 days. She set the record just because she would stand by somebody who sneezed or farted wrong, and would get sent home for 2 weeks. It got to the point.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
She said, you know, it got so hilarious when I would go, the school would call me. She'd go to school like 2 days. They'd call me, Shannon, guess what? I'm like, you're kidding me. Nah, she's quarantining. So I would go get a cookie cake, and I would have Happy Quarantine Party wrote on it. I'd bring some bitch to the school. I'm like, you ignorant bastards. Here you go. Like,
That is either the luckiest girl or the smartest girl I've ever met.
oh, yeah, oh no,
I don't know which way we're gonna roll with this.
Well, they told me. They told me.
Jeez.
Yeah, they told me. Well, you got to wear a mask. I'm like, no, I'm Republican. I don't believe in that. It's different. We don't have to do that. You know, no. You do this cry in the corner shit. I'm not.
In case you didn't know where you stood.
Yeah, there you go. Hey.
Entertaining.
Hear my service dog barking in there.
I hear.
Yeah.
What's his name, Willie?
Yeah, Willie Nelson.
Willie? Oh, yeah, that's
Willie
right.
Nelson. Because he
Willie
looks like
Nelson.
he's stoned half the time. Yeah. He does.
You know that actually makes sense?
He does. He's the biggest tit known to man. Took him to the VA one time. That was a bad mistake. He attacked an old man with a service dog. But that's the only time he's ever done anything. I mean, he is the hugest titty baby in the world.
Right.
Go do something with the dog. He's bothering me. He's doing something. Let him out or something.
In the first episode, like I've got a new boxer.
You can put him out here. Yeah, that's fine.
I've got a boxer pit bull rescue mix that the first episode is the only episode I will record with him outside in because he made such a mess in the water. I actually had to stop and record him to show because it was so much noise and he's just back there where he should be drinking water playing in. I was like, okay.
Actually, Willie's actually really cool. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he's
doesn't
pretty
bother.
cool.
He
He's
doesn't
pretty
bother anybody. He just, he just doesn't like being left alone.
So,
He has separation anxiety.
so I noticed, Johnny, I followed your lead over there. You tried that purple haze.
Yeah, so
It's
I've
super-
actually had the purple haze before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the purple haze is actually,
I haven't tried
Very
it. That's
good,
the fourth one. I haven't tried it.
yeah.
Like you think
This
for
one
half
I
a second
like
it's going to be
a lot.
fruity, then it's not.
Yeah,
It's just, it's good mild.
Yeah, I like a purple haze. Purple haze
That's
is very
different.
good.
I haven't had that one. Yeah, that's actually pretty dang good.
It is.
I'm not sure how I'm going to like the middle beers because I'm not a dark beer person. So,
You're millennial, aren't you?
huh?
You're a millennial, aren't you? Look what you brought to my house. You did this to me. There you go.
Yeah, I said he was a good dude. I never said it what.
Oh, God help me.
I got a.
Damn, that is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I like the purple haze.
Yeah.
You would probably like the German light Weissen. I like a hefty Weissen. It's like drinking a steak, baked potato, and a beer all in one meal.
Oh, wow.
I mean, literally, it's a liter
Really
bottle,
sees the food back here.
and you have to stir it up because the yeast accumulates in the bottom. You can be starving, drink that beer, and you're like,
Hey, Willie.
I'm full. I mean, it's good, but they have a light version that's kind of like this. It's really, really good stuff. Willie,
He wants your sausage, man.
yeah, of course. Willie, stop, son. You're good.
So I'll this is one of those episodes like we didn't actually have like any topics planned other than the fact that we know it's Thanksgiving week. So obviously we pre-record everything, but I'm going to edit this and get it out for Thanksgiving week. So with that, we kind of mentioned on the last episode, a while ago, it was right after Veterans Day when it posted. So we kind of gave a little tip at the end. We didn't go too crazy with it. Kind of had a little moment. We talked about this on the way up to your house. Had a little bit of discussion between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, which I'll hit on a lot more detail when we get to Memorial Day. Don't really need to explain that difference at this point in time.
Don't confuse them on Facebook.
Don't confuse them on Facebook.
People have thanked me several times on Memorial Day, and I'm like, I'm not dead. I'm
right.
Not dead. I mean,
I appreciate the fact that you're trying to.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, I'm going to stop because I'll get on this. This hour drive, about 55 minutes of it was this, so I'm not going to do it again. So, mental reset. So, we'll talk about Veterans Day. How leading up, it's Thanksgiving. Obviously, we can get into the conversation of the different names that Thanksgiving should be now, whatever. It doesn't matter what you call it, where you want to say it started from. The American basis, at least, at this point of conversation, is being thankful for what we have and where we came from. And I think, well, personally, I appreciate the fact that it comes right after Veterans Day because, I was a veteran. Woot's a veteran. Johnny was not, but he's got a lot of family that does, so he still understands this.
He's millennial, he don't count.
So, so, nothing against him. I'm not trying to talk shade or anything. It's just, different lifestyles, but we all understand this. And, me and Woot serve different branches, different time frames, but we've been through different things, drastically different things.
He lost a bet and had to join the Marine Corps.
I mean, he's not that far off base. I mean, wrong, whatever comes with it.
Judge told me go to work, go to jail, man. I don't have a choice. Jesus Christ.
Hey, all I knew is they had crayons for breakfast.
There you go. It was a window liquor. The Marines.
If you don't know that joke, ask me about it. It's a good one.
Yeah.
But I like Thanksgiving, and even though Thanksgiving is not a veterans holiday for me and a lot of my family, we are vets. A lot of my friends are vets. So it's kind of hard to truly be thankful for what we have, especially in America. Apologize if that just jumped because the dog's curious. So my dog did that too. We kicked the camera a couple weeks ago. That happens. But it's hard to be thankful for what we are as Americans in America without understanding and respecting veteran timelines and the things a lot of people have had to go through. So from one vet to another, I respect the hell out of you and stuff you've done.
You too. Yeah.
So
it's not, coming from a small town, and this is a very small town. We have vets here, and it's. My wife's had to deal with it. My kids have had to deal with it. I mean, it's something you take with you forever. I've talked to a lot of veteran groups and stuff like that, and I joke and stuff. And I was I was an airborne ranger, 10 years, United States Army, 2nd Ranger Battalion. 2 of my years, I was a drill sergeant at Fort Benning at the infantry school. So, bottom line, I'm a tax-paid, government-trained asshole. And, my wife, when we first got together, she was like, well, that was a long time ago. Yeah, it is, but it never leaves you. It will never leave you. And combat will never leave you. But the thing I tell the veterans I talk to, don't let what you did in the military be the best thing you ever did with your life. Don't do it. And if anybody watches this, that's out of all the jokes and the crap and all that, take that home with you, because you're not defined by one segment of your life. You can do anything you want. And the crap of, well, he come from a broken home, or her mother was a drug addict, I don't hear that shit. I don't hear it. You get the same opportunity everybody else has in this country. I chose to join the Army. Patt chose to join the Marines. This young man decided to go in law enforcement. That's what we wanted to do. And when I got out, I didn't know what the hell I was going to do, because nobody was going to pay me to jump out of a plane and shoot somebody. Ain't going to happen in the civilian sector. So I had to think of what the hell I wanted to do. And I just decided to be the hardest working person in the room and make something of myself. a lot of my friends,
Head down, foot forward.
they succeeded. Some didn't. And it's sad that they didn't, because we all had the same training. We all went through the same crap. We all ate the same dirt. But it just depends on you, and I'm thankful every day of my life. I always wondered why some of my friends didn't make it home, and I did. And then I look at my 2 girls, and apparently that's the reason why.
Pretty good reason.
I mean, yeah.
I think piggybacking off of that, me and Pat had talked about it before. As far as what means the most to you in life, and your career isn't everything. It's what you do, but it doesn't define you. And for me, I know it's God, family, friends, and then it's your career and all the other things feel underneath that. Obviously what y'all did, I'm thankful for y'all every single day. My dad was in the military, so I understand it. And but that didn't define him. He loves my dad. He loves his family. He loves me and my brother, and I think that's what's the most important to him. He had a job opportunity he could have taken, but he decided not to because of his family.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out what's important to you, no matter where you are in life. And
family is a good word, and family means something different to everybody. To some people, it's your traditional family. Spouse, kids.
Yeah. Blood don't make family.
But blood does not make
blood
family.
don't make family.
It's
I've called guys with black skin, brown skin, yellow skin, my brother, and I will stand in the front of the gates of Valhalla and claim they are my brother.
Blood, skin, job, personality, none of that makes family.
Don't make a shitting difference. I've had
Trust,
guys
loyalty,
that were,
friendship. That's where your
I've had
family
guys
comes
that were
from.
former Crips that I call my brother. I mean that's how it is. I mean I don't see color, I see army green. That's how it should be. I mean I don't give a damn. And if you're a shitbag, you're a shitbag. I don't care what color you are or nothing like that. I mean I don't care. So
like you said, we've kind of hinted at this before. Donnie and I are both in law enforcement. You've done it as well. So it almost makes me laugh a little sad when somebody starts making accusations that you're blaming on color, and I don't care. Humans are humans, good and bad. It goes different directions. I don't care who you are, what you look like, where you came from. You're a person.
Yeah.
You're either going to be good, bad, or indifferent.
Exactly.
That's up to you where you want to make your choices in life. One thing that I'm grateful for is where I grew up when I was a kid was a very, very diverse town. So that stuff didn't mean anything to me. And then I moved to an area where it apparently does.
Yeah.
And it kind of opened my eyes a little bit. But growing up, I didn't care about that. It didn't even come across my mind. So, but people are people. That's where your family can come from anywhere.
Hell, my family, it was a toss-up which side of the bars I was going to be on. I mean, Christ to heaven, my family comes a bunch of bootleggers and moonshiners from the freaking mountains of Alabama. I mean,
right?
Loan sharks and you name it. I mean, it's some way of,
Excuse me.
Hell, who knows? But, dude, change the subject. Turbo Dog.
I was about to say, which one are we going to try last?
Dude, Turbo Dog.
Or next to last?
Turbo Dog? It's pretty good. Yeah, actually, I just tried it. It's really good.
Turbo Dog. And these are all by Abita, right?
They're all by Abita.
All by Abita?
Yep. Louisiana company.
That does not taste as dark as it looks.
No,
I'm
not
telling
at all.
you, it doesn't. No.
It almost has a fruitiness to me at the very tail end.
Here you go with that millennial crap.
It's fruity, man.
You're killing me. He's going to identify as a corn dog, cover himself with mustard here pretty soon. Right,
It's corn.
Killing me. No, that actually... It's got a weird bite at the end of it. I mean, it's got an odd bite.
It does.
Pretty good.
Unexpected taste.
I don't know how he did it, but he bumped the table and one of the cameras went off. That's cool. That's why I have multiples.
Do something with the dog. Yep, handle the dog. Put him up, let him bark.
I did that, what was it, a couple episodes ago? Like, I kicked the table and the phone shut off. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of these cameras is a cell phone that's awesome, but, it's got a bad port, so I kick it wrong. And
Well, Willie is 120 pounds of pure love and Down syndrome. And, I mean, he's not right. So what do y'all do when you have to use a bathroom? You call a break, do you edit it? What the hell do you do? I mean, what do you do here?
Well, Normally the videos are only about 45 minutes, but I mean, I guess we can have like a little short intermission.
I mean, we're getting close to having to wrap this up. We got like 2 minutes, so you know we're having a good day, but we're not far from.
Oh, I do want to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so he's got. I don't know what that's for. This is why I have multiple cameras, because you never know what's going to happen. Technology can be a pain.
Oh.
So you don't even know what's going on. I know, it's annoying. Whatever. So
I'm just sitting here.
So we are going to finish, trying this out. But before we went, tying this in with, the reason we are thankful for Thanksgiving coming up, piggyback off of Veterans Day. Woot's got us a thing that he knows about. I'm not going to steal thunder that I'm going to let him talk about that links up with the Cigar Brotherhood. So tell us about it.
Yeah, it's a thing here. I got a sticker there. It's Operation Cigars For Warriors. One of the cigar stores I sometimes just buy my stuff from, they have a donation box up there, and that is one of the most wanted, asked for things by our service members overseas, is cigars. And if you can look it up, just look it up. I don't know what it's called, but it's Operation Cigars For Warriors. Look it up. You can donate money. They send cigars overseas to our guys. When I was in back 100 years ago, Desert Storm, there was no such thing as that. We actually wrote to Copenhagen one time, and several times on MRE boxes, and they eventually sent us a huge crate of Copenhagen and bumper stickers and shirts and all that stuff, which
it's kind of cool.
A letter. Oh yeah, great company. They did that for us, but. This thing here, you can donate, send them to us if you want. Support your service members and women. Hell, they might want to smoke a cigar too.
Absolutely.
We always kept a cigar in our we call them patrol caps. I don't know what y'all call them, but covers or whatever. But yeah, after
covers most of the time, depends on.
Yeah, after a mission, we would burn one and kick back and reflect and. Thank God we were breathing and didn't have any holes in us.
Yeah.
Right,
that's always a good thankful thing to be thankful. Segue to Thanksgiving. You want to thank that you hadn't been air holed, which I was. I got so much shrapnel in me, I shake like a freaking maraca. But I mean, I've been blown up 3 times and shot once. I mean, hell, But,
yeah, you've been through it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, I had a knee injury that kept me from extending my contract. I was a helicopter mechanic, and because of my knee surgery, I missed 2 deployments. And at the time, I was incredibly pissed off at life because you do the workups with these guys, you do the training with the guys, and then they go do the job and I don't.
Well, it's like,
but now I'm kind of grateful because, they're one of those deployments. A couple things happened that, on a personal level, as much as I wanted to be there, I didn't have to endure. So it's kind of a trade-off.
Well, it's like you practice every day for the big game, and then you're not able to play on Friday night. It sucks, and people say, "Oh, well, you're in the military. You're a warmonger. You want to go fight?" No, you don't. You don't want.
That's
to go
not
to
really
war.
The base of it.
No, that's not it at all. But when every waking minute of your life for years is built around training to go to a combat and go to war with your buddies and with your friends, you want to go.
Yeah,
you want to go, and it ain't for God, hometown, country, mom, or apple pie. You do it because your buddies are there.
Yep.
That's what it's about.
The part that gave me some sanity is, one of the deployments I got temporarily moved on base to do some odd-end jobs that really don't have MOSs. Every branch has some sort of fulfillment program.
Red cycle. What we call red cycle.
Ours were FAP, Fleet Assistance Program, but they're all the same thing.
Yeah.
Different acronyms. We can't have.
Yeah, one of ours
have plenty of those.
Yeah. One of ours was like the recycling plant.
I did that one.
I never did that one. Dude, it was so great. It was when McDonald's had the Monopoly thing. I ate for free like 2 months, dude. I had so many Monopoly pieces for damn cheeseburgers and drinks. Or back then, 100 years ago, they had the thing underneath the screw caps where you could win a free soda. Oh, dude, my fridge stayed stacked with Pepsis. Yeah, Pepsis, Mountain Dews. Shit, I was like,
heck yeah.
I was big dicking. I had a fridge full of stuff. I was great.
I did that stint for probably about 6 months, and I thought I was going to hate it going in. Yeah, it was a long. Well, I was pending my surgery at that point, so I understood they had to get me away from the flight line, so I didn't re-injure myself. I got it, but it actually wasn't that bad because I met a couple cool people. You know, a couple others there for some injuries, so you know. But the other deployment, the main deployment that I missed due to my knee, I was pretty pissed off about it. What kept my sanity was I ended up at non-deployable unit on a training unit. And so I ended up getting to where I wasn't in charge. I didn't have that type of rank or anything, but they kind of put me over making sure the other guys got their training. So I got to make sure that the guys that were working up to go were prepared and ready to go. So I got the support from the back end, even though knowing I wasn't able to go because of my knee. So it kind of gave me some solidarity that even though I wasn't there personally helping the guys, I at least was helping them prepare. And it didn't mean that I knew more than them by any means. I was just the guy there with the book and the procedures that was able to help them kind of prep. So
the way I figure as a vet, I mean, look, guys or women, whoever, that signed on the dotted line, took the oath, and they didn't go to war. It don't matter. Unless you tried to get out of it. I'm just here for the college money.
That's that 10% we talk about.
Yeah, I'm just here for the college money. Well, guess what, bitch? It's time to earn it. But, you know, if you signed it and you didn't go and you wanted to, hey, to me, I mean, you're good to go. I mean, I don't care. I mean, you were there. You stood in line. You were ready to go. You just didn't get chosen. Right. I mean, it ain't because of you. Your unit didn't get called up or whatever.
Things happen.
Yeah, things happen. I mean, you know, everyone can't leave the U.S. and go to war. It's not like that. You got to have people here. The same as World War II. There was people here all the time doing things that was, you know, the Coast Guard, the guys on the beaches, you know, the lights, the watchtower. It was just as important here as it was over there. You know, I mean, you had to have those guys.
You got to have your foothold or you got nothing.
Yeah, you got to protect what's at home. I mean, we just can't leave everything unguarded. I mean, assholes got you.
So, I don't know.
Snuck that one in, didn't it? My God. Yeah.
So what y'all think about, not to cut you off, but I know we are kind of getting on the end of time. And so I'm about to try this Amber Lager. It's the last one we got on Kip's flight board over here. Have either of y'all had this one?
Yeah, I took a taste.
I took a taste.
That's okay.
I like it.
One of my favorite. Probably my last favorite.
So normally you say best for last. I think we did this in reverse.
We did do it in reverse. I'll be honest with you.
It's not bad, but
the
that
Turbo Dog or the Purple Haze was probably
Purple Haze. That one surprised me. I really like that one.
I like the Purple Haze.
Abita, good job on that one.
Yeah. Abita, if you want to, help out a little bit,
Right. So full disclosure, although we cannot provide links and provide shopping, directives for anybody, this is just our personal flight and taste. But my God, 3 of these 4 were pretty dang good.
Yeah.
So good job, Abita, because I have not had these 4. I've had I think they're. What is there? I can see. I can't even tell you what it is because it's been so long. There's a flavored one that I've had that's not these. It's like a fruity one.
I like a strawberry one too.
That might be what I had, the strawberry one. So I can kind of see the label. I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah, we got those for the next episode.
There we go. So, but yeah, we'll definitely going to come back and do some more episodes here periodically. It's taken us a couple months to kind of line up our adulting schedules of 3 different schedules, and 2 of us being on nights and one of us bouncing back and forth between. So it's a little hectic, but I'm glad we did it. We're definitely going to come back and do some more. This is a pretty cool setup you got here.
Absolutely.
I haven't been here since you finished this side of it. You were talking about it last time I was here. It wasn't even close to starting, so it's pretty freaking cool what you've done.
Yeah, I built the pool. That's what I do. I build houses, build pools, whatever. Yeah, one girl in high school, one in junior high, and I said, let's build something, entertainment pavilion. So they want to do something, let's do it here. And I have more security cameras here than Fort Knox. So,
right.
I
don't doubt that.
We have plenty of security. So,
I'm saying I really don't need these cameras around.
Yeah, bro, you trust me. You got recorded when you was on the street.
There we
going up. Yeah. Well, I'm like, I would rather my kids be here than God knows where because, hey, When I was 15 years old, when I was drinking Mad Dog 2020, dying in a cornfield somewhere of alcohol poisoning. I mean, you know, or out on a mill pond with Boone's Farm going, God,
You know, I just learned like 2 weeks ago that it actually doesn't stand for Mad Dog.
What's that stand for?
It's the dude's name that actually made it. It's like Mogan David or something like that. I was kind of depressed.
That's gay. I'll sleep with Mad Dog.
I know. I was like, I thought somebody was like pulling my string, and I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's depressing.
That's like an AR. Everybody thinks it stands for automatic rifle. It's Armalite. Yeah, it's
Armalite rifle.
Armalite rifle. Model number 15.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so it's been good. Getting close to our scheduled time. We are still going to sit here and smoke these like we always do.
Always.
You know, once we close the cameras, then we get to have some bro time and we just kind of chill and
use the bathroom.
So
I'm old. I have a small back.
We're definitely not going to give these up. So we started these with Fat Bottom Betties. We're going to end it with Fat Bottom Betties. So appreciate y'all for hanging out. Until next time, stay safe, fam.
It just went off.
Did it go off? Son of a bitch. I wanted to say something. I had something cool to say.